Hello everybody watching this YouTube video, this is Matthew Kenslow. I'll just get straight to the point, but as a preface, I do fight against ableism and other forms of discrimination. And in my hike tonight, I ran across something that I'm going to show you, and it wasn't directed to me, it was directed to us. Specifically, the mild form of autism spectrum disorder, which used to be called Asperger's syndrome. Now, I've been hiking around the neighborhood every day for 95 days at least, and counting. I mean, I grew up my entire life hiking. I love hiking, and I just happened to be doing it every day for 95 days. And in the past 95 days, I got a share of both the good and the bad. There's a lot of nice people. There's a whole lot of mean people that just don't understand that we're alive human beings, us autistics. So, and I've had to make a few YouTube videos in the past, this summer, and expose, you know, some of the things that have happened, not for my benefit or sake, but for everybody, because I'm against all forms of discrimination toward everybody. And I'm taking the stand to fight this, and, you know, calling on certain people, and in this video, Newport Beach Unified School District and all the other school districts surrounding, that, you know, there's more work to be done. There's still people out there that hate autistic people and make fun of them. So here's what happened. I was walking over by this plaza at East 17th and Irvine, over there where the Ace Hardware, CVS Pharmacy, Ralph's Grocery Market is. The same Ralph's where 4 years ago, August 21st, I kind of had a run-in with people that were making fun of me, but that's another story. It was outside the Ralph's, and I'm walking by these three teenagers, and this car pulls up, honks and such, and they're starting to talk to each other. And I noticed one of the people just started to shake. I mean, he just started to shake on purpose and such. For what reasons, I could only guess. But as I got closer, you know, I just happened to like walk by at the start and end of the conversation. I just happened to be in the middle of it, and they're talking about, you know, like high school and CDM and what's your opinion about groups of people. They use the word minority, and it's like, what's your opinion and such. And as I'm walking by, I'm like, well, I treat everyone with respect no matter what, but I'm not going to jump in their conversation. And I just keep on walking. I mean, I don't want to intrude on people's conversations. I don't want to intrude on anybody unless they're hurting somebody. Then I'll take action. And right after I walked by, I heard the word Asperger's in a disparaging way. Asperger's. And it's like, not autism, not any other thing, but specifically Asperger's. Now again, I'm against discrimination of every sort, including Asperger's, but it just so happened that the person that just walked by them is a royalty published author to an award-winning book about Asperger's syndrome, which I have been fighting for the past 2 years to make sure that this gets into the most hands possible and such. Not because this is the best or whatnot, or that this is the be-all, end-all, but that I just want to contribute. And I've been trying to contribute all across the world to, and including locally, to local news media, as well as school districts and churches and libraries and such. And I'm trying to just help and educate the world from my first-hand experience. I mean, I have a powerful testimony. I came from like 21 years of discrimination since kindergarten, and I'm still here going strong, fighting against autism discrimination and all forms of discrimination. Bullying hasn't like torn me down or wanted me to give up in life. It made me stronger. It made me find the voice, and not just the voice for me, but the voice for everyone else. And you know, the past couple of years I've been trying to, you know, go to schools and churches and such, and news media, and just offer my story. And the reason why I feel this is imperative is because, especially in the past 95 days, there's still discrimination going on, including today, what I found. Now again, it wasn't, I don't believe that they were saying that because they saw me, you know, walk behind them because they're facing the other way. It was just a coincidence, but I just happened to hear Asperger's and then them laughing about it. Now I just happen to have this recorded. I'm warning you now, viewers discretion advised. I'm sure that it's trivial for me to say that because it wasn't like all vulgar or anything like that, because I had it recorded on the body cam that I wear. I think this is a good YouTube video to finally explain why why on earth do I have this? Well, it's just because I faced discrimination in the past, and every time I needed something like this, I just didn't have it. And every time I told stories, it's like my word against theirs. And also I might run into a situation where it's not me, it's like somebody else, and I just happen to have evidence on their behalf or whatnot. And then there was that one time on June 14th when an SUV cut me off in a crosswalk when I had the walk sign and such, and I happen to have that. But, you know, just like protection purposes and such, but it's especially because I'm a person that, you know, I'm targeted, profiled, you know, on first sight oftentimes for years. I talk about it in my book. I'm not like misunderstanding. I mean, these people, you know, they have hate against me when they never even met me before. People of all ages and such, and that's why I'm making it my life to help people and encourage them not to give up and encourage the bullies. Like, there's more to life than to bully one another. I mean, they're probably bullies because they were bullied when they were younger, or maybe they are in a bad home situation and whatnot, and you know, the only thing that's keeping them alive is treating other people horribly and such. It might be their last defense and such before, you know, they just collapse under the pressure and everything. See, my heart is for everyone, and you know, just looking at those three individuals that were there, I could see that they may have been bullied when they were younger. It's like I could discern it, and you know, they're just taking it out on other people and such, and laughing at other people and making them feel worthless and such. So I'm making this video because, you know, it still goes on. Discrimination still goes on today. We're one score in the 21st century. Shouldn't bullying and discrimination be solved by now? And therefore, I'm making it my life to make these videos and to also go around. So I do appreciate NMUSD, Capistrano, and all the other school districts for because I'm sure that they're going to have me come into their schools to speak, to juggle, to encourage, to give a science demo analogy, a juggling analogy, to encourage them not to hold things inside, not to bottle things inside, not to give up in life and such. I know Capistrano knows about me, for sure NMUSD knows about me, and I'm willing to do all this at my expense. So I thank them in advance, but also I ask and call on, you know, Santa Ana Unified, Irvine Unified, Tustin Unified, LA Unified, all these school districts to, you know, consider. I'm willing to do this at my expense to you know, get this world on track, like get this world, you know, where they put aside their differences and discrimination, and I'm going to make it my life to do so, even if I have to fight literally to the bitter end. I know that there's a lot of people like radio and news and schools and such that may not put autism awareness at the high priority because they think, well, we're doing a good job. We're 21 years into the 21st century. I mean, there's no bullying. Yes, there is. I experience every day. And I'm not saying that everybody views it like that. It's just that some people just don't put it at a high priority. And the proof is, you know, just look around in the neighborhood, or at least Costa Mesa, Newport Beach, California, and you'll see a lot of people that just, you know, discriminate on first sight. Anyone who just looks like an alien to them from outer space, I guess. I mean, I've gotten some of the most weirdest looks these past 95 days and such. I mean, I'm not going to go there. I could talk for the next hour or two, but anyway. But I will bring up this one story again. It was August 13th, Friday, and I was actually by the same place actually, and these few teenagers, you know, just came in and just became all sarcastic and discriminate toward me. I have that on YouTube already. But again, I'm not against them. I mean, I make sure that they're not identified, even if I know their names, which I don't. Their faces, I blur them out. I mean, I'm not against them. I just need to expose that these things still happen, and hopefully call on all the, you know, the newspapers, news media, churches, libraries, schools, Christian or secular, to just, you know, realize you guys need to put this at a priority, and I'm willing to do this at my expense and such. I already have a book out with a lot of good reviews. There's other people who have books out and they have good reviews, and I'm not the only YouTuber. There's tons of YouTubers speaking out at their first-hand experiences. So I mean, I'm not in competition with anybody. I just want everyone to educate themselves, because this has got to stop. Because there's a lot of people who are weaker than I am, and they may choose not to continue their life, because if they go out and they're bullied every single time they go out, then they're going to just, you know, quit quit their life, and I don't want that to happen. So that's why I'm really making it a priority. I know how that feels. I know the hurt that they feel and such, but I'm making a stand saying I'm not going to tolerate this anymore at all. So again, to all the people that could do something, all the schools, all the news media, please make it your priority to educate about autism and other disabilities, not just autism, and that's all I ask. Thank you for watching. Have an excellent day. Don't give up on your dreams and passions, because you have a purpose in this life.